Welcome back to our channel Orion Therapy Clinic. सबका स्वागत है हमारे चैनल पे Orion Therapy Clinic. आप सबका स्वागत है हमारे चैनल पे Orion Therapy Clinic. आज ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ anxiety ਦੀ, but a specific kind of anxiety, an anxiety that a lot of us don't think about, but it gives us a lot of anxious feeling, and that will relate to a lot of us out there that are moving to new countries, especially students from different countries, from our South Asian background, moving to the Western region, different countries, and that is called a culture shock. उसको हम कहते हैं कल्चर शॉक ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਲਚਰ ਸ਼ੌਕ ਉਤੋਂ ਜੋ ਐਂਗਜ਼ਾਇਟੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਦੇ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ we've never spoken about the anxiety that comes from culture shock. Now culture shock is basically being shocked by a new environment, new surroundings. When you move to a new country, what you feel like, with the feelings that you go through there. Now there's four phases, you can say four stages of culture shock that you need to be aware of, and those stages are honeymoon stage, frustration, there's the adjustment stage, and there's the acceptance stage. So we need to go through all these four stages to come to finally an accepting stage where we feel comfortable in the environment that we are in. Culture shock की चार stages होती हैं, आप कह सकते हैं. इसको कहते हैं हम honeymoon stage, एक frustration stage, एक adjustment की stage और एक acceptance stage. You can see that it takes 3 steps to get to the fourth one finally, which is acceptance. But a lot of us have a very hard time crossing those 3 steps. The frustration stage is the stage where we really, really don't want to be in our new surrounding and we want to go back to where we came from. And that thought of fighting to stay where you are or going back to where you came from causes us a lot of anxiety. Now, how do we stop this anxiety? First of all, please be aware of who you are before you move to a new surrounding, before you go to anywhere new. Be aware of who you are, because you will lose yourself if you don't know who you are. When you surround yourself around new people, around a new culture, that is what you become. So if you know that's the case, be aware of who you are so you can keep some of you with you without losing all of you, because that's where anxiety comes from. आपको खुद में यकीन होना चाहिए कि आप कौन है इससे पहले कि आप एक न्यू कल्चर, न्यू सराउंडिंग में जाएं. क्योंकि अगर आपको खुद नहीं पता आप कौन है, तो अगर आप बहुत से नए लोगों के साथ होंगे, एक नई इन्वायरमेंट में, नई जगह पे होंगे, तो आप वही बन जाएंगे जो लोग आपके साथ हैं. तो अगर आप पहले खुद नहीं जानते थे आप कौन है, तो यू विल लूज योर सेल्फ, आप खुद को खो देंगे. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट to know who you are. That's the frustration stage. So before you move anywhere, you go to a new surrounding, know who you are so you don't get frustrated because you already knew what you were getting into. Now comes the adjustment stage. The honeymoon stage is the first stage. Of course, you'll enjoy very much. That's psychological. That's how our system works. Anything new, we always enjoy it. We don't know if it's good or bad. So anything new excites us. We enjoy it. So the honeymoon stage we will get over. The frustration stage, that is how we get over it, by knowing who we are. The adjustment stage, now that we know who we are, we've accepted us, we've accepted the new culture around us, now we must adjust to where we are according to our surroundings. अब हम frustrated हो चुके हैं, उस stage से हम गुजर चुके हैं, अब हम adjustment stage पे पहुंचे हैं. At this time we really need to adjust and be aware of our surroundings and know that this is what we wanted to do, this is where we wanted to be. If you can adjust, then you will finally come to the acceptance stage. The adjustment stage is whether you want to or not. This is where you choose. So the anxiety comes here. You want to adjust or you don't want to adjust. This is a simple yes or no answer. If you can adjust, then you will finally get to the acceptance stage. And acceptance, that's a very important word. So before we get into this culture shock anxiety, go to the fourth stage first in life. And put that number 1, self-acceptance. Accept yourself for who you are before you make any changes in life. Because if you accept yourself for who you are, you're grateful for who you are, the changes that you make in life will adjust according to you instead of you adjusting yourself according to those changes. अगर अब आप अपने को जानते हैं, तो जो फोर्थ स्टेज है एक्सेप्टेंस की, आप उसको सबसे पहले लेके आए अपनी ज़िंदगी में. एक्सेप्ट करें अपने आप को, आप कौन है. अगर आप अपने आप को एक्सेप्ट कर लेंगे तो बाकी सारी चेंजेस जो आपके इर्द गिर्द आएंगी वो आपके साथ एडजस्ट करेंगी. अगर आप खुद को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे, आपको हमेशा चेंजेस के साथ एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा. So always know who you are, accept yourself. And before, which applies to a lot of us, from especially from the South Asian cultures that are moving to Western countries, whether we're students, whether we're on work permits, whatever the case is, talk to someone, find out who you are, because believe me, if you don't, you will get lost in a new environment and you will become a person that you never thought you could. So find yourself first before you move to any new surrounding, and you will find a life for you that you love. Otherwise, you will keep looking for love in your life. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, talk to someone, and accept yourself. Thank you.